Welcome back with Happy Chappy, and this is Facing Angels and Demons. And it's something we all do every day, every moment. Um, and it's something that I find that we need to keep a balance on. Um, what I find is we go into our day, and whether it be a good mood or a bad mood, it's part of the angels or the demons. Now, obviously, excuse me, the angels are going to be on the good side and the demons are going to be on the negative side in how we look at life in general, black and white, that darkness, that light. So the light being good and the darkness being bad. But what I'm going to bring into this is the balance of that and how the darkness can be good when you work with it, when you can see how it can compensate for the light, like yin and yang, and how to blend in together. If you know the yin and yang symbol, it turns into like an S when you're in the balance. So you're like just, and if you think of your heart rate, it's just like that as well. So, like a ripple, like water. So you're just rippling through the experience of that physical life. You're seeing patterns of light and patterns of darkness, yet they're both one and the same. And when you can stay in that ripple and see the beautiful things in that light, yet the beautiful things in darkness and how it compensates for that light. Now, it's like a battery. You've got a positive and you've got a negative, but yet it's the one battery. You're the one battery. And when you're keeping in that center, you're keeping that charge, that rhythm perfect. There's never too much of one thing. So it never becomes overpowering on the physical aspect of your body, of the mind. So you've got control. And when you come into that balance and you're able to recognize the differences of that ripple, yet embracing the differences, you're able to adapt to that way of being in that center of being content with both sides. And as you do that, you're always moving on in the path of life, getting to your destination without getting majorly excited or majorly disrupted. But from the light which you come from, as all things come from the light on this physical plane, yet they shed darkness onto the earth, onto that way of life, that physical life, like the reflection of your body as the sun hits it. It shines darkness onto the ground. You see the darkness of the body, yet there's so much love and light within you that is unseen. But because we see that darkness of the body, we follow the way of the body. And we take away from that light that's trapped within, and we leave it trapped within. And we become off balance, where that rhythm, that flow, that ripple in the water becomes disrupted. With that ripple in the water, like blocking the water with a dam, wants to bust through that dam. And whether it busts through it or break out to other sides, it's, think of going through the fingers, so it's coming out in many particles or many streams of itself in disrupted way. It's not in its original form. And just like that, we become disrupted, not in our original form, following the darkness of what we see from the body, missing out what's in the body, that beautiful light and soul of each and every one of us. But if we stop to think and be aware of that inner light and look into one's soul and see where they're coming from, not to see with our eyes, as we'll only see on the surface level of that darkness, but to look deep within them eyes into the soul and see the experience that person is going through. Look at the depths of the experience that's brought them to where they're at. Will you see it as light in that person or darkness? What is it that brings about such darkness or such light? What is it in that person that you see? Take away from the surface level or use it to work back into where that was created, where such darkness was created from the shadow of the body. What did the body introduce itself to create such darkness? What is it the body locks the light within with such darkness? What is that darkness that surrounds that light that will not let it shine? What is it in you, in that body, that locks that light? What darkness with you locks that light up in you, that you cannot reveal it, that you cannot reveal your true essence and shine in who you are? Remember, if you release that darkness and forgive the physical side of who you are and understand that is a test in this dimension, the physical, to see if you can reach into your spiritual being that you are, that true essence, that light, that divine within you. If you can embrace that within you and let go of all darkness of the body by forgiving yourself. I'm not asking you to look for forgiveness in God or whatever your beliefs are, any God or anyone but you in your true essence. Seeing that separation that you've created from the darkness to the light. and how you've stuck in one place. But to bring yourself together and see both, and how you are that physical being, yet you are that spiritual being on this physical plane, and balancing it, understanding you are two in one. That you are that true essence, that divine light within you, and that physical being that you've created from the darkness by living on this plane. That you've grasped onto that darkness and you've forgot about that beautiful light. But if you could forgive all this darkness and see that it's not that through you, it's been a perception of your focus in how you've seen the physical plane of life. And if you bring that physical plane into that non-physical and forgive the physical, you can live as that light and not be trapped by that darkness. That light is within. That light is within each and every one of us. And no matter what you've done, or no matter where you are in life, or how you think that you cannot escape from who you are, it's not about escaping who you are or what you've done or where you are in life. It's about accepting, forgiving yourself for all that darkness and coming to the light, being the light. As the darkness may not be so bright, and there may be things there that you may not want to look at, and things that you may have done. But the only way to get through to the light is forgive that darkness so it can open up and let that light through within you. This is Happy Chapper, and love and peace.